Hello everyone and welcome to the part 6 of AZ-104 exam tips and tricks. If you appreciate my work, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. In today's video, I'll walk you through 4 examples that are very likely to be present in the exam day, so make sure you watch till the end. So the first example I want to discuss today is related to application gateway. I will not cover everything about this product because it's, in my opinion and from my experience, this is the product the most complex Azure has. The configuration that you'll need for it is quite complex. So we'll not be able to cover everything, and for the exam you won't need to know all the details, but you'll need to understand some of the scenarios that I'll try to present in this part and in the next part as well. So for this example, we have 2 application gateways, 1 and 2. Each of them has 2 pools, 1 and 2, but they have different URLs, as you can see on the screen right now. So the first one has ilikethisexam.com as URL, and the second one has Azure practice tests and succeed the exam. And actually this is the thing you have to pay attention to. So if you get a question like, what do you need to configure the application gateway 1? The answer is a URL path-based routing rule, and actually if you pay attention, the answer is in the question itself because the URL is the same, because it's URL path-based. For the second example, because your URL is different, you're gonna need multi-site listeners. The second example is related to storage accounts and the possibility to be accessed from a virtual network, so from a virtual machine actually that's hosted within a virtual network. And you can, so I detailed the example right here, and you can expect to have these answers. Actually, you can expect to get all these answers at the exam day, so you need to make sure what's the correct one. So they can say, okay, I'm gonna generate a shared access signature, or I'll enable virtual network peering, or I'll enable service endpoints. And as you probably expect that already, you'll have to enable service endpoints for your virtual network. And that's because if you look into the documentation provided by Microsoft, you're going to see that endpoints allow you to secure your critical Azure services resources to only your virtual networks. Another situation that you want to make sure you know and you understood very well is related to applications backups. So for that we have a web application which is situated in North Europe, and we want to make sure that we have a backup solution in place for this application. What you're gonna do for that? So you will have to make sure that you create a recovery service vault, and this recovery service vault is in the same region as your application. And the last example of today's video, but don't worry, I'll continue to publish until all the main tricky questions are covered, because I want to make sure that you guys are ready for the exam day and you pass it from the first attempt. So for this last example, we have again a web application which has 3 layers as I draw here. So it has a SQL database, it has a web front end, and it also has a processing middle tier. Now, the question is how many subnets you're gonna need for this application. And the answer is 3, because you have 3 layers and each of them needs a subnet. So remember this, this answer.